Hello everyone, my name is Rick Morera and I welcome you back to my channel. Swiffer over there and I are going to give you a little tour of the backyard and then show you some plants that I selected that are doing some interesting things to show you. So please sit back and relax. So yesterday was Saturday, October 2nd, and I had a live Hoya sale at Christine's Tropical and Exotic Plants Nursery in Oldsmar, Florida. And it was really nice to meet all the people that came out that watch my YouTube channel and that are on my Facebook groups. And I really appreciate that. So today I'm just going to start back here again at the entrance of the garden. And this is a Hoya pentaphlebia. It is, I show it often because it's always in bloom, and it developed another peduncle, and that one's always a couple of days behind in blooming. So it's a really exciting Hoya because I really like that yellow color, and it has really big leaves. And if you've seen my other videos, I've always shown how big the leaves can get on that one. So this is nice to have the Hoya Borneo blooming again on a peduncle that it bloomed about, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was in bloom, and it's forming buds, and it should be open in a couple of days. And this is Hoya Siana. I bloomed it a couple of times this summer already, and I wasn't expecting anything to happen anymore this season, but it put out this really nice bud. You can see that they're actually pretty big. It's a really beautiful Hoya, and excited to see it blooming again. So let's see what else we have over here. We have that dendrobium, that green dendrobium. The whiting is kind of hard to get its color right, but it's still, dendrobiums are known to have very long lasting flowers, so this will probably be in bloom for another 3 weeks at least. And let's see, we got the Hoya Matrata is looking really nice. It didn't like the sun so much, so I moved it over here, and it's putting out new growth, and it's looking really pretty. And I think this is Hoya sulawesiana, and it is really pretty. So I can focus there. And I think I showed this last video. It's this orchid I ordered on eBay, which I don't usually buy orchids on eBay, but this one kind of spoke to me, and I got it about a year ago, and it's bloomed twice already. So it's called BC Hidden Gold. So I'm really content with it. And it's mounted on cork, and it seems to be really liking the conditions back here in the garden. So let me go back to the garden and show you some stuff that's going on back here. Apparently this queen anthurium is supposed to be hard to grow here in Florida in the summer because it's really hot. And it seems to, from what I hear, it seems to like a little cooler weather. But this one looks really amazing, and it's in this spot. It's been getting rainwater all summer long, and just kind of in a shady spot. It gets morning sun, as you can see, some filtered sun, and it just seems to be really happy. And this leaf is probably like 18 inches long, and this one's about 16. And it's in a 4-inch pot, so I think it's in the springtime I'll have to pot it up a little bit. So this is my starfruit tree, and the poor thing has about 30 Hoyas hanging from it. They really seem to like this location, so when I hang stuff on here, they climb all the way up there, and I have Hoyas that are way up in the branches. One of them You can't really see it, but I'm hoping to bloom it, is the Imperialis from Palawan. And it's about 5 feet long, so it's really up in there. I suspect it needs a little more sun to bloom, but I'm kind of hoping that it blooms for me soon, because it would be really exciting. The flowers can get really big on that. So over here I have, just go through some of these. This is a giant Hoya pubicalyx that I have there. And then I have a species Germany that's coming all the way from up there. And this is it's called SR 2009-5 from Malaysia. And these mature, when the leaves mature on this, they're really quite gorgeous, and you can see how beautiful they get. And what else I have over here? I have a McGregorii, or which is really a encrustada type Hoya. It's been in this spot for about 4 or 5 years. And this is one seedling of my Calistophylla viola cross. And it's really, really up there with RB Dick. You can see the sun's kind of playing tricks on me today. But you can see the RB, and then you can see my cross. And it's really happy there. I'm not even touching it. And down here I have a Jasperii. And here's a fungi. I don't even know where it's potted. And this is the pubicalyx that's coming from over there. And then I have a philodendron dark lord here. And let's see, this is the RHM 2021. And over here I have a ghost fairy. And then I have a melliflua here. I have a ciliata here. And that ciliata is way, way up in the canopy of that tree. And it drops down. It hasn't bloomed for me yet, so. And down here we have, this is Henhaye pink. And it's really, really, really climbed up there. It's all at the, about 3 feet up to the tree. It's kind of hard to see, but it's up there. So yeah, I have a lot of Hoyas just hanging on trees and doing their own thing, because that's, to me, that's when they grow fastest. And I wanted to give you guys an update on my Hoya Crimson Queen, Carnosa Crimson Queen. I received it as a gift. It has very splashy leaves, and since I've gotten it, it's put out 5 new leaves, and they seem to be consistently splashy and quite attractive. So this is a really nice form of Hoya Crimson Queen. And this is Hoya patella. I've had a hard time over the years getting this Hoya to bloom, so I decided to put it in weka, to grow it in weka. And as you can see, it's in these little clay balls. And there's about a 1/2 inch of water reservoir at the bottom. And it gets a lot of rainwater, and the overflow, I made a hole on the side of the cup here, so if it if it gets too full with rainwater, it just comes off the side. And it's going to bloom. It's only one bloom, but as you can see, it's quite a big flower. This is not opened yet, probably in a couple of days. But as you can see, it is really big in comparison to the leaves. So the flowers are about the same size as the leaves. And if you guys are wondering why I'm bringing out Hoya sulawesiana out again, is because last time I showed it, I think it was a couple of videos back, I lamented the fact that it hadn't bloomed for me, and today I was walking around picking Hoyas and I noticed this really long peduncle, and it's going to bloom. So let me see if I can show you guys how long this is. The peduncle is probably 7 inches long, and you can see it's budding up, and it'll be blooming probably in about 2 to 3 weeks. And on this long vine, I noticed that it has another peduncle forming, and it has a nice, really nice new growth over there. So I'm really liking this Hoya right now, and I cannot wait for it to be blooming, and I'll share with you guys for sure. And this is Hoya lasiantha in bloom. It opened up about a couple of days ago. The flowers are quite interesting. They're kind of fuzzy and very orange, and they kind of look like molars. And the top of the flowers, they have like these kind of bunny ear looking corollas, reverted corollas. So it's really a beautiful Hoya, and it's kind of perfect for this time of year. It looks like, to me, it looks like those candy corn. And you can see it is growing in weka, and it likes to be evenly moist, and I find that weka is the best medium to grow this Hoya. So this is Hoya lasiantha. And this Hoya here, it goes around mostly as Hoya Jasper Brink, but it has an interesting naming history. I got it from Thailand about 10-11 years ago as Blick Jasper, but it turns out it's not that. And as you can see, it's a kind of latifolia, I believe. The leaves get really big. This leaf is about 8 inches long by 3 inches, but the average leaf is about 6 by 2. And apparently this Hoya was named by Krimson Brink, B-R-I-N-K, and she asked her husband, what should I name this Hoya? I have no clue what it is. And he jokingly said, why don't you call it Hoya species Jasper Brink? And then she passed it around. She passed it on to someone else who bought it, and that person changed the name to Jasper Blink, and that is the most common name circulating. But I guess technically it should be called Hoya Jasper Brink, or just latifolia Jasper Brink. But it's really a really nice Hoya. It's very forgiving and quite a nice foliage plant. So definitely a really nice form of latifolia. And this is Hoya Swiffer's treat. It's a cross by Surisa salmidae. It has a very illustrious parentage, the father being clemensiorum, and I'll put all the details in the description below. And like I said, it's one of Surisa's crosses, and she named it after my cat Swiffer. As you can see, it has really gorgeous leaves. It has a nice midrib, dark midrib from the father clemensiorum. And you can see it's really a gorgeous, fast-growing Hoya compared to Hoya clemensiorum, which is kind of slow. This Hoya has been in this pot for about 8 months, and it started out as a 2-node cutting. And that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you subscribe and comment below. I will upload a video every Sunday, and I've been doing that for almost a year. This channel is almost 1 year old at the end of October, so please subscribe, and I really appreciate all the viewing and all the comments. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.